Everyone I know likes ayamashi stew. Although it takes some time to make, it's really easy and definitely worth the time. So if you want to see how I made this, please keep watching. Hey everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Lola, and for ayamashi sauce, I'm going to be showing you some of the ingredients I use. So for the pepper mix, typically ayamashi is dark in color, and that is because of the green peppers or tomatoes used. So here is a clip from the market where I bought green peppers. I had some red peppers as well, but definitely make sure the green is more. As you can see what's coming out of the machine there, make sure the green is more than the red and you get that typical dark color. Now also make sure you grind it coarse. You need it to be coarse to get that rough sauce that is known for ayamashi. So after I made my pepper mix in the market, I realized that it wasn't enough for the quantity of meat that I had. So I went ahead and tried to find some tomatoes that were not all red, and that's what I have in the bowl, with some more green peppers and onion that I'm going to blend together. So here I have all the proteins I'm going to be using. I have some tripe, also known as shaki or cow stomach. Then I have some liver, cow liver as well. I have some beef, and then I have some large intestines. I know this is so weird to some people, but yeah, this is typically what is used, the offals of the animal, and then some cow skin. So and here we have some smoked fish. So use whatever proteins you like, but depending on what you use will depend on when you put it in. Okay, then here we have locust beans and palm oil. Palm oil is very, very, very important. In fact, I don't think you can achieve ayamashi without palm oil, and we'll talk about the smoking point and some issues around that later in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and put all my meats and proteins in my pot and season it and boil it. I do not like tough meats. I say that all the time. That's one of my pet peeves. So I always boil my meat until very, very tender. So I'm adding some onions, ginger, salt, bouillon cube, and just basically season this as you would season your regular beef to boil. But I like to add Cameroon pepper, that really hot and spicy black pepper. This one, yes, I like to add it when I boil meat so that spice can get into the meat while it's boiling. So once boiled, I go ahead and cut them into bite-sized pieces. This is how I make ayamashi. All the meats that I use will be cut into bite-sized pieces so that when you serve, each spoon of the sauce with maybe your rice has something there, some obstruction in there, and just makes it so yummy. So we're gonna go ahead and start the main cooking now. Bleaching your palm oil is essential to any ayamashi sauce. Like, this is the fundamental of your ayamashi sauce. You have to bleach the palm oil. So what I do is I pour the palm oil that I need. I used about 400 grams. I poured in palm oil and covered the pot and let it bleach on medium heat for 20 minutes. Don't open your pot, if not your house is going to be smoking. After 20 minutes, see, you guys, I've done this so many times and I've timed it. After 20 minutes, turn the heat off and leave it for another 20 minutes. Don't open that pot, okay? After the next 20 minutes, that's 40 minutes, then you can open, and that's where we are here. So I go ahead and fry my beef. Now, let me tell you about the smoking point. Palm oil, when heated above its smoking point, releases some chemicals that may be harmful to the body. So this is not something you should cook or eat every single day, So yeah, some people don't even eat this sauce because they're very averse to anything unhealthy, and that's totally fine. But I mean, YOLO, you only live once. If you like it, eat it every now and then. Too much of everything is bad, but moderation is good. So that's for the smoking point of palm oil. Now, like I said, you cannot achieve true ayamashe without bleaching your palm oil, okay? So I've gone ahead to fry my beef in the bleached palm oil, and as you can see, it's not staining, it's not red, like it's been bleached to perfection. So I take out my beef, and that spoon is heat proof, so make sure you use heat proof spoons. If you're not using a metal spoon, can you just see that beef? Anyway, so that you don't have plastic in your food, and that's very harmful. So I go ahead and add the onions and the locust beans. You're going to let this fry in that oil, and it's going to flavor the oil and give you that deep ayamashe flavor. Another very important ingredient is your locust beans. Your locust beans is also very essential in ayamashe sauce, okay? So I go ahead and I fry this in the oil for a few minutes before I add my pepper mix. Now, ayamashe takes a while to prepare. You can see just bleaching the oil alone, that process is almost an hour. It took 40 minutes. So it does take a while, and every time I make this, I don't do like small portions. I do a large portion so that I know that this would last for maybe like a month. I would put them in bowls and put them in the freezer, and just bring out each bowl maybe every time whoever wants to eat the sauce, because I don't have time to make this twice a month or whatever it is, as the case may be. So what I'm just saying is I take this very seriously, okay? Yes, very, very seriously. Anyways, so I've added my pepper mix to that oil, and I'm going to cover this pot and let it cook for about 45 minutes on medium high heat until the water or most of the liquid dries out a bit, okay? Yes. Now, if your meat is tough, like you are not satisfied with its texture, you can add it now, so that as it cooks or as the stew cooks, the beef also cooks and becomes softer. So as you can see here, a lot of the liquid has reduced, the sauce has thickened, the oil is starting to separate. We're not done. We're going to go ahead and add our meat back into that sauce, and then I add okay, so we're still adding all our meat, our fish, and everything, and then I go ahead to add some stock, beef stock from boiling the beef. That is extra flavor. So what I usually do, I don't season yet until I've added my stock and the meats, because they have seasoning in them, so that you're not over seasoning or over salting. And so after you do that, you can taste, and then go ahead and adjust. So you add more stock cubes, salt, whatever you think you need more. So yeah, that's my stock I added there. So I'm just going to mix everything up, and then season to taste it to see what you need, season, and then cover and allow to go for another 20 to 30 minutes. And your sauce is almost ready, okay? Your sauce is almost ready. You just want the liquid to reduce a bit more and the oil to separate, and you are done. Yeah. Ayamashe is actually easy to make. Oh, I didn't mention crayfish, also another essential ingredient. Definitely do not leave that out. But that's like the last thing that goes in before, I just let it steam for a bit, let the oil separate, and then I take it down. And yeah, ayamashe sauce is so delicious. If you have never had this, definitely give it a try. As you can see, the oil is not too oily, but the oil is there. And I just put this in bowls and freeze and use as I want. So you can use this as you would your regular tomato sauce stew, in rice, with yam, whatever you please. So yeah, if you guys like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram for many more recipes. A lot is going on there you don't want to miss. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.